Hi, my name is Daniel McKinley, and today we're going to be looking at the 2 to 4 player game Karuba by HABA Games. So at the start of Karuba, players will each have their own board set up with the adventurers on one side and the temples set up on the other inside the lands. Now they will be set up according to this structure here, or also shown in the instruction booklet. I'll let you see how that is set up as well. You will also include these white gems, the gold gems, and the scoring tokens, and these will vary depending on the number of players. Finally, all but one player takes their tokens and sorts them out. I suggest numerically. Alphabetically tends to be a little difficult to sort. But all players sort out their tiles in order, and one player shuffles their tiles. If you're playing with fewer than 4 players, the remaining one you can shuffle and set aside. So, on a player's turn, whoever has their tiles mixed up, or the ones on the side, one player will draw one tile at random and call out the number. In this example, the number is 5. All players will get their number 5 tile and place it on one of the open spots on their board. There's a few restrictions to follow. First off, each tile has a series of paths, anywhere from 2 to 4 paths leading into it. The tiles do have to make sense when you place it. For example, I can't have this path dead end either on the side of the board or into another tile that doesn't have a path going into it, like so. But I can place it however I'd like. Let's say I place it right here next to the brown meeple. If a player calls a tile that has a white gem on it, you still place it like normal, like so, and then you place one of the white gems on it. Same goes for the gold gems. You would place it like normal, and then add a gold gem to it. This matters because if one of your adventurers ever lands on that tile, then you get to take those gems and score them. White gem is worth 1 point, gold gems are worth 2 points. The only other way you get points throughout the game is by getting your adventurers to their appropriate temples, which when that happens, you take the corresponding color piece, the highest valued one, and you score that. If a player reaches a later one, they will get one of the later scoring ones. Play continues until all players have placed their tiles or nobody else can. Then you count up your points, and the most points wins. There is one more thing I want to explain, and that's how you move your adventurers. Instead of placing one of your tiles, you also have the option to discard your tile. Remember those paths I talked about earlier? If it has 3 paths, 2, or 4, then when you discard it, that's how many spaces you can move one of your adventurers. So if I had a connection ready, like this, and I had my adventurer ready to get to it, like so, I could discard a tile, like this one with 2, and move him 2 spaces. So that's how you play Karuba. It's a really fun game, and it's really easy to teach new players or players that are familiar with older games like Bingo or other ones like that. Very simple concept, but really fun and immersive to play. So if you'd like to try it out, I highly encourage you come down to Zia Comics in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and try out Karuba by HABA Games.